Welcome back, guys. My name is Antonio, still has not changed. We're going to be talking about different ways that professional photographers can capture themselves, behind the scenes, stuff like that. I'm filming at a park today because my house doesn't have any power. The whole neighborhood is out of power, so here I am at the whim of the sky. Anyway, we're going to be covering the Rayban Meta glasses, which I've been trying a whole bunch. We're going to be talking about 360 cameras. We're going to be talking about like GoPros, phones on your camera, or even getting someone else to film you with your phone, like a spouse or a partner or something like that, as well as just hiring someone with their own mirrorless camera to film you for even higher quality video footage. We're going to be covering things, like I said, such as quality, the efficiency, the price, the ease of use, just the general stuff. And I've tried a whole bunch, and hopefully I can help you pick one that works best for you. So the easiest to actually use is going to be the Insta 360 cameras. There's the X3, which I use myself, the X4 and the X5. These cameras are easy because you just stick them somewhere and it records in all directions at once. You don't have to worry about getting the perfect angles every time. They're just going to be filming everything. These do have a 12K or 8K, whatever they advertise them as. That's not actually the resolution you will get. That is the resolution you get if you're filming in that ultra zoomed out tiny planet look, which is useless for behind the scenes footage, personally, I think. But if you do zoom in, it's still usable footage, especially for social media. The X3, when you crop into what you'd normally use for behind the scenes for what I do, you get about a 1080p or a 1440p video, which is okay. For the X4 and 5, you're going to get more of maybe a 2K video, which is still enough for social media. I don't think it's enough for YouTube. I have filmed a video with this that I either have or will be putting on YouTube, and it doesn't give you the nicest quality. It's a smaller sensor, the low light performance isn't very good, but you can get much. The X5 comes with like a noise reduction AI feature in the video app that you edit with, which brings me on to the efficiency of this. You can just take out the memory card, plug it into your computer, and you can edit all of the footage in their Insta 360 app, which I find is a little bit annoying to get used to, but it's not a major deal. It's not a major hassle, I mean. My least favorite thing about this is I have lost the case for it, and it has these bulging out sort of protective, not protective, it's just got these exposed lenses. So many mosquitoes, my gosh. So you've just got these protective lenses on them, they're not protective, and they're gonna get scratched. So I have to be really conscious not to put this down just on a rock, so I always rest it on something to keep it kind of safe. I haven't actually had any issues. These are probably the most durable thing you could use. Action cameras are the most durable behind the scenes recording device you can get for the quality and the price that you get. The next thing is the audio is not too bad. I'll run a clip for you right now so you can hear the audio from it. Love this lighting, it's great. Hand with ring on like your hip. Yep, twist slightly this way. If you look down, I just want to get a little bit of sunlight on the ring. So if you look down at your ring. All right, so that wasn't too bad. It's doable, it totally does the job. It's small, easy. I usually put mine on top of my camera. The Insta 360s have the 1/4" thread, which makes them so much better than GoPro, because GoPro you need an adapter to use a 1/4" thread or a 3/8" thread, and it's a pain. So I like that you can just stick one of those little cold shoe, hot shoe adapters on here, slide it right on top of your camera, bolt it with a magic arm somewhere. It's a really good, easy to stick thing with decent audio and a quality that's enough for what most people need. It's also pretty inconspicuous. It doesn't look like you have a camera. A lot of the time I get people coming up to me at weddings and saying, oh, that's a weird looking flash that you have on top of your camera. That's the Insta 360. Do you have to get the X4 or the X5? I don't think so, because everything that you need, the X3 can do totally fine, with the exception of those protective lenses, which you can get sticky lenses for. I don't do that because I just haven't done it yet. I haven't broken it yet. When this does break, I'm probably gonna get the X4 or X5. Now the next thing is the Rayban Meta glasses. These things, I find that I forget to record on these a lot. I find that I have to put them on my face, wait for them to wake up and turn on. Also, I look a bit ridiculous wearing them. They're these big black frames. I can't really use my camera properly with them, and apparently I can't talk properly when I'm wearing them either. They sort of, I don't know if you guys can hear them at the moment in the microphone, but it's talking to me, telling me the battery percentage whenever I put them on and off my face. They do drive me a little bit crazy, but they do get a really cool point of view. And I find that the footage you get out of these is much higher quality than what you get out of an Insta360 camera. It doesn't give you as much flexibility because it's only recording in the direction that you're looking. It's not recording all around. So it's not really a set and forget camera like you have with the Insta360s, but it does give you a really unique point of view, which I think is really cool. In terms of what it's showing your clients, it's not really showing your clients as much who you are generally. It's more, I find, for other photographers are usually interested in a photographer's point of view. Whereas an Insta360 camera, it's a bit more versatile in terms of filming all around you, showing the client maybe who you are, if that's your thing. These are kind of cool because you could listen to music, but I find that they will run out of battery. That's something I forgot to mention with the Insta360s is I just charge this once and it lasts the entire wedding day. Filming on and off in maybe 15-minute intervals works perfectly fine. They advertise the battery life as less on this, but I find it lasts ages. I only own one battery for this and it works totally fine. The other thing with this as well, going back to the Insta360, is that these have it's a removable memory card. So you can get different sizes, different speeds of cards, which means you can use it with different devices quite easily without having to wirelessly transfer to your phone, although you can still do that. The Rayban Metas, you have to transfer stuff to your phone. I don't think there's an app I can transfer to my computer with. That would be awesome, Rayban, if you could do that. I'm still getting mosquitoes biting me. I find it a little bit annoying to transfer footage to my phone because I'm going to edit the footage on my laptop anyway, so I have to transfer the footage from my laptop, from the camera to my phone, then airdrop it to my laptop. It's a little bit of a hassle, but this does record in smaller intervals. Audio quality from this is great. It picks up your voice amazingly because it's on your face. It almost sounds, I actually really like the sound from these. I think the sound from these is better than the sound from these. Remember though, guys, if you're capturing BTS footage and it's going on social media, most watchers will not actually be listening to the audio. So it's not a massive importance that you have good audio for social media content. It does help a lot, but it's not necessary. You can always add captions as well, which will perform much better. Another thing with these is that you can get prescription ones, you can get the tinted ones, you can get the clear ones. I've talked a whole bunch to other photographers about whether you should have the clear or the sunglass versions of these. All of them say get the clear ones because it's just much more usable for the entire wedding day. Whereas if you're doing everyday stuff, you're not really shooting couples or weddings or whatever you're doing, the sunglass ones might be better for you. Anyway, I got the clear ones. These are about half the price of one of these. So that's another thing to factor in. The other thing with the Rayban Metas is the comfort, because you're actually wearing them. I just find them a bit annoying. Now, I am actually a glasses wearer. I'm a prescription glasses wearer. I don't wear any glasses in any of the videos I make because I find that the reflections can be a little bit annoying and I just take them off for ease of editing and recording. If I'm not recording a video and I'm not taking photos, I'm wearing glasses. So although I am a prescription glasses wearer, I find these a little bit annoying. But you know, you get pretty good audio out of them. I like the charging case. The motorcycle is coming back. All right, same thing. Yeah, you're reading the newspaper. Just ever so slightly kick your feet a little bit, just gently. Yeah, just like swaying. Good. Can you tilt your glasses a little bit further down? Perfect. Looking at the newspaper. All right, now you've got filming on your phone. If you film on your phone, the footage is already on your phone. Depending on what phone you have, the audio might be good or bad. It's also probably going to be the cheapest option because most photographers would already have a phone. So you don't have to go out and buy something like this to then add onto your kit and think about. A lot of photographers also have those little phone clamps with the hot shoe. You just stick it on top of your camera and it records, or you can set up your camera somewhere else and just have it record everything. Or you can give your camera to someone else and they can record for you. I find that you'll get the best behind the scenes results if someone's recording for you with their phone. They can airdrop it to you, they can use your phone, or if you don't have airdrop, if you're using a Samsung or something, whatever the transferring method is for those phones, you can do. So in terms of efficiency and price, I definitely think a phone is the best. You can also just go and get a dedicated behind the scenes filming phone, like one of the latest smartphones, and you're gonna get really, really good results out of that. Very comparable results to what you get out of something like these. In terms of the efficiency of it, you do have to get your phone out, and it's usually not something that you'll have attached to you the entire time. It might be in your pocket or in a bag, but something like these you can have on you, and you can, I would say, much faster record behind the scenes with these because it's ready to go straight away. Whereas with the phone, you got to open it up, turn it on, get the video ready, hand it to someone, or start recording yourself. So the efficiency of actually in the moment behind the scenes recording, a little bit slower on a phone, but much better on something like these. price of a phone, audio of a phone is kind of dependent on the phone you get, but I think it's definitely a really good option. And most people watching online are probably going to be totally fine with seeing footage from a phone, even if it's slightly lower quality. Now, the next thing is actually hiring a person to come and film behind the scenes for you. And I think this is the best because you get the highest quality video. If you have a high quality video, you can always decrease the quality of it. You can chop it up. It's more flexible for editing. You can use it for long form, you can use it for short form. You can get audio that's really good quality with that as well. So you can create longer, more watchable content with it, potentially depending on the audience and the platform you're posting on. But you can also have an entire session filmed. So I recently did a shoot with a couple and also with a styled shoot, and I had Remy film me for a styled shoot. You can go check him out, RL Media, and also Tiana from Felice Films. She filmed me for a couples session. That is not the cheapest option, but you get the highest quality stuff. So even though it's more expensive, you do get a much better product out of it at the end, because generally a videographer or a content creator who's filming you just for the purpose of behind the scenes is going to be filming the entire thing. So you have much more flexibility in post, which might benefit you more than having to scramble around with a phone or Rayban Meta glasses to be able to quickly film something, and you might miss it, which isn't the end of the world. Now, the other thing with actually hiring someone is it could also be cheap. If you have a partner or a spouse that you can bring along, they could just film for you on their phone, or you could give them one of your cameras, which I've also done. However, depending on who your partner or spouse or friend is, they might not know the vision that you want. They may not have worked with cameras before. They may not know exactly what you need, and they might miss it. But I mean, it's really cheap, depending on who you choose. My favorite thing about hiring someone to come and film for me is that I just show up and do my thing. I don't have to worry about anything because the BTS is all sorted for me. Now look, BTS footage isn't just messing around and it's useless stuff. BTS footage is good. If you're a professional photographer, you want business that's more than just word of mouth referrals and things. You actually want to reach a target audience. Don't just take it from me. There's so many photographers who have massively improved their business, and even some of them can attribute a lot of their success just to behind the scenes footage. I think the best option is to have a good mix, a variation of behind the scenes footage, which is why I have so many different ways of doing it. Phones, cameras, glasses, 360 cameras, and even dedicated videographers doing it, just because I like to make sure I'm covering all the bases so I can see what works best for me and my content and my behind the scenes style. So if you can, I would encourage you to try them all. It is a little bit expensive doing that, but I guarantee you from doing that, you'll find your preferred method. I know my preferred method is definitely hiring someone to do it for me, but it is a bit on the expensive side. If I've missed anything, which I'm sure I've missed something other than what I've got here in front of me, definitely let me know. Or if you have some hidden gate-kept secret of behind the scenes footage, definitely let me know. Let others know in the comments, because I mean, don't hide everything from us, please. We need to know. I want to know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.